Okay, next one for the group data. Okay, for the group data, to identify the value of the median, there are two methods that we can use. So this is the method that you need to use depends on the formula. Depends on the question. Okay, so if the question state that you need to calculate the median, so we use the formula. But if the question state ask you to find the median from the graph, we use the graphical interpolation. Graphical interpolation ni we use OGIF, the less than OGIF. Okay, so from OGIF we can find the median, or we can estimate the value of the median. Right. So for the first method using formula, this is the formula of the median. This is the formula. So you don't need to memorize the formula, okay? Just you need to understand how to use the formula, okay? So this is the formula. So next we follow the step. Again, for frequency distribution group data, we do not need to arrange the data because it is already arranged. So next we find the cumulative frequency, okay? Cumulative frequency. After that, we find the position of the median, total frequency over 2 or n over 2, okay? And then after we find the position of the median, we need to identify which class is the median class, okay? The position ni define the median class. Okay, so for group data, we have a few classes. So we need to identify among the classes, which class is the median class. After we know the median class, next we just substitute the value into the formula. Okay. So the value that we need to calculate the median using the formula using the formula is from this formula. From this formula, the value that we need is LM. So LM is the lower boundary of the median class. Okay, lower boundary of the median class. And then here the total frequency over 2 ni is the position. Okay, the same as above kan. So it's the position. And then minus total FM minus 1 ni maksudnya is the cumulative frequency. Total F2 maksudnya cumulative frequency before median class. Okay. So kalau M, notation M tu kita guna untuk median class. So kalau M minus 1 meaning that before median class. Okay, dekat atas median class. Right. And then we have FM. FM is the frequency of median class. Okay. And C is the size of median class. Okay, size there. So next we kita tengok apa contoh So for example, the same as mean. Okay, we use the same data. The load of cable. Okay, so this is the group data. We have the classes dekat sini. Classes dia, the class interval. Dekat sini number of cable tu is the frequency, right? The next, what we need to do is to find the cumulative frequency. Okay, cumulative frequency. So for the first class, 2. The next class, second class, 2 plus 5, 7. And then 7 plus 12, 19. 19 plus 17, 36. 36 plus 14, 50. Okay. After that, we find the position of the median. Total frequency over 2. Okay, position. Total frequency over 2. So 50 over 2. Position dia dekat 25. So 25 kita tengok dekat cumulative frequency ni 25 dekat mana. So cumulative frequency ni sama macam tadi, maksudnya dia refer pada the last position of the data. Okay. So 93, 97 tu last position dia 2, maksudnya 1 to 2 last position dia. And then 98 to 102 last position dia 7, maksudnya data yang ketiga sampai ke 7. And then 103 to 107 the last position is 19, maksudnya daripada data yang ke-8 sampai 19 value dia between 103 and 107. And 108 to 112 position dia 20 sampai 36 lah. So the position 25 ni, 25 position yang kita dapat and over 2 is at here between 20 and 36. So dia dekat this class. Okay. So this class 108, 112 is the median class. Okay. So the fourth class is the median class. Next, kita dah tahu the fourth class is the median class. Kita boleh substitute the value into the formula. Okay. So first, LM. LM is the lower boundary of the class. Okay. So kalau you ingat lagi in chapter 3, we have discussed about the boundaries and limit for the group data. Okay, there are different between boundaries and limit. So LM, L2 is the boundary. So boundary, we need to take the midpoint between the class limit. So lower boundary for the fourth class is 108 plus 107 over 2. So we get 107.5. Okay, LM, the lower boundary. And then plus sini the position tadi kita dah dapat kan 25, so just substitute 25 here, 25, and then minus the cumulative frequency. This one is cumulative frequency before median class. So this is the median class. Before median class, dekat atas dia cumulative frequency is 19. So here is 19 and then divide by the frequency of median class. F is frequency. So frequency of the median class is 17. So here is 17 and then times C. C is the size of median class. Okay. So to find the class size, okay, class size, kita ambil upper boundary minus lower boundary of the median class. Okay, so upper boundary is 112.5 minus the lower boundary 107.5. Okay, so the class size is equal to 5. C equal to 5. Okay, substitute all the values and then kita just calculate lah, tekan calculator, plus minus times divide. Okay, so kita dapat the median value for this data set is 109.26, right? So maksudnya apa? Maksudnya 50% of the cable can load less than 109.26 kilograms or 50% of the cable can load more than 109.26 kilograms, right? Okay, so you can try the exercise later and also read on the advantage and disadvantage of the measure. Okay, so the third measure of central tendency is mode. Okay, mode measure the data that occur the most in the data set. Okay. Yeah, so mode measure the data that occur the most in the data set, right? So for the first type of data, the ungrouped data, the raw ungrouped data. Okay, so if we have the raw ungrouped data like this example, to find the mode or the model value, senang je lah, okay? there's no calculation needed. We just observe the data set. Okay, identify which data occur the most. Okay, which data with the highest frequency. That is the mode, right? So for the first data set, 3520143 ini, the first data set, kita boleh nampak kat sini data that occur the most is 3. Okay, 3 happen 3 times and the rest of the data 520142 happen once. Okay, so mode equal to 3. Okay, the second data set 235510721. Okay, so we can observe this data. Okay, we find that data 2 and 5 happen twice. Okay, and the rest of the data yang lain tu happen once. So we can say that there are 2 mode in this data set. Mode dia 2 and 5. Ada 2 mode. So for the third data set, okay, on this data set, we can observe that each of the data happen twice. Okay, 11 happen twice, 13 happen twice, and 14 and 15 also happen twice. Okay, so maksudnya the frequency or the occurrence of each of the data is equal. So we can say that there is no data that occur the most in this data set, so no mode, right? So maksudnya dalam satu data set boleh jadi ada one mode, more than one mode, ataupun no mode, tak ada mode, right? So for ungroup data, senang je to find the mode, just from observation, no calculation needed. For group data, there are 2 methods how to find the mode. First, using the formula. The second one, using the graph. Okay, so we use the histogram. Okay, we use the histogram. So the first method, using the formula. So this is the formula for mode. Okay, this is the formula. No need to memorize, you just need to understand how to use this formula. Okay, how to find the value needed in the formula. Okay, so step dia ada 2 step je. Step 1 is first we need to find the model class lah. Okay, group data we have few classes. We have few classes in group data. So we need to find which class is the model class. To find the model class, senang je. We do not need the position. We just observe which class is the class with the highest frequency. Okay. So model class or the mode class is the class with the highest frequency. So after we know the model class, next we just substitute the value needed from the formula. Okay, so LMO is the lower boundary of model class, and then we have here delta 1. Okay, delta 1 here is the difference between the frequency of mode class and frequency before. Okay, mode class and before. Delta 2, delta 1 dekat bawah ni sama sama dengan atas. Delta 2 here is difference between frequency of mode class and class after. Okay, C is the size of the class, right? So we use the same data to identify the mode class. Okay, we see the frequency. So the highest frequency is 17, meaning that 108 to 112 ni is the mode or model class, right? So next we substitute the value in the formula. Lower boundary is 107.5, and then delta 1 difference between mode class and class before. Difference maksudnya kita tolak lah, 17 minus 12, 5. Okay, so dekat bawah ni delta 1 juga, also 5. And then plus delta 2, difference between mode class and class after. Okay, so sini delta 2, sini delta 1. Okay, 17 minus 14 is 3. And then class size 5 lah. Okay, class size nak dapat dia sama macam tadi lah. Alright, 5. So, and then use the calculator. So we get the mode equal to 110.63. Or we can conclude that most of the cable are able to support 110.63 kilograms of load. Right? So the second method to use the histogram. Okay, first we need to construct the histogram lah. Okay, from this data set, we construct the histogram, and then to find the mode, we use the graph interpolation. Okay, we connect the corner of the top of the highest bar. Okay, highest bar ni maksudnya dekat sini frekuensi dia paling tinggi lah, highest bar, highest frequency. Okay, highest frequency. Okay, so mode should be somewhere between this class, right? Okay, so to find the value of the mode, we use the graph interpolation, buat macam ni. Okay, and then kita tengok berapa value dia dekat X. Okay, value dekat X, so we can estimate the value of mode lah. Kalau kita guna graph, kita boleh estimate the mode value. Okay, maybe kita tak dapat tepat, mungkin kita dapat 110.65. Kalau kita guna calculation tu, value yang kita dapat tu dia precise lah. Now using the graph, kita just estimate the value, right? Okay, so the exercise and advantage and disadvantage ni we can do later or you can read later. Tadi saya tertinggal for median median. To find the median using the graph. Okay, median ada dua method, using formula and using graph. Okay, so using the graph, we use the OGIF. Okay, let's say we have the OGIF. OGIF, Y is the cumulative frequency, X is the upper boundary. Okay, so let's say we have OGIF dia macam ni. Okay, so to find the median, okay, we need the value of the position also lah. Okay, we need to know the position. Okay, so position dia, position n over 2. So n over 2 ni kita tengok dekat cumulative frequency. N over 2 tu dekat mana? And then kita buat graph interpolation. And then kita tengok dekat X ni berapa value dia. So this is the value of the median, right? So to use the graphical interpolation, we need to construct the OGIF first and then calculate the position and then find the position on the graph at the cumulative frequency axis and then do the interpolation and see the value at x-axis. So that is the estimate median value, alright? So for the first part of this chapter, that's all for the first part of this chapter, measure of central tendency. Okay, so we have discussed median, mean, median and mode, right? So next we will continue. The second part is measure of position, right?